Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit and in the green. Welcome back to Bomberman 64, everyone. We got through Red Mountain Stage 1 with a few problems. Stage 2, somehow I got through that. I don't know how I got all the gold cards so easily. Anyway, on the right track can be beaten very easily. The boss fight, on the other hand, is going to give you a few problems. It is manageable, but you do have to work out the best strategy for defeating it in the time limit. That's the biggest issue. Our titular right track, part of it is here. We head down this way and avoid the enemies. Sneak along to this stairway. We head high above everything else and watch out for the enemies riding minecarts. I don't quite trust the Wii U Virtual Console's control stick, unfortunately. I don't really have any other options, but we make do with what we have. To be fair, it is alright. I mean, yes, it can be a bit sensitive sometimes, but it's on me to work with that, isn't it? Anyway, the reason I'm not saying too much is because this level is painfully easy. You have to destroy those support struts to get into this central area. Wait for our guy in the minecart to go past. And that really is it. That's all there is to it. Now, the boss has 5 hearts. You have to beat it with a target time of 12,000, which I think is about 2 minutes. It's a big target, but getting the gold cards can be frustrating. As you've probably seen, this is pilot. That didn't hit me! Well, half right. The hitbox from the laser may have clipped the bomb on closer inspection. Perspective makes it difficult. Sorry for complaining like that. So, you need to try and get into the middle of the area so that you can avoid those hands. This is a good spot to try and destroy them. We've hit each of them. There we go, one arm's down. There we are, we've thrown a bomb inside him. We have to try and destroy that other hand. There we go. Right, we destroyed his hat. Let's see if this still works. Yes, it does! That's how you defeat him in the target time, but good heavens, is that a brutal way to go down. If you throw a pump bomb inside Hades, you'll take it out in one shot. That's why I threw the small bomb in there earlier, but geez, that's a horrible way to die. The thing's blowing up and Orion is just probably burning to death several ways. Well, his loss is our gain. We got through that quickly, so let's go and get the gold cards in Stage 3. Some of them are doozies. So, I want to take the opportunity to speak about some more positive things today. In this case, it's going to be great memories for video games. Shadows of the Empire on the N64 was the first game my brother and I had. It kicked off 2 things basically, our love of video games and our love of Star Wars. We've enjoyed a lot in both fields, but I'm focusing on video games today. It was fantastic playing that game. The Hoth level was considered so well done that pretty much every Star Wars game has a tendency to include a Hoth level if it can. There are the remote bombs, by the way. We'll be having things flow freely for a little while because all the gold cards can be got in a smooth sequence. Actually, acquired in a smooth sequence, not got. Poor grammar. Anyway, even though it was tough for us doing a lot of things because we didn't quite work out how to use the tow cables very well at the beginning, we had a lot of fun with the game. We gradually built our skills. We loved the weapons you got in them. We especially loved using the debug mode to make ourselves invincible, get plenty of ammunition for each weapon, or even mess around by making things have funky rainbow lighting, changing the gravity, and so on. And then, of course, we had Mario 64 as the follow-up to that. It was an absolutely brilliant start. And it was quite something experiencing that vanguard of 3D gaming for the first time. So much about it has stuck with me to this day. The music still puts a smile on my face. Even if the game is relatively simple, it can be a bit difficult to play sometimes because of the janky camera and occasionally awkward controls. It is, nonetheless, an extremely enjoyable title. I love the DS remake, and I love the original a lot too. They're both fantastic games, and Mario games are good for creating those wonderful memories. All those brilliant locations on Isle Delfino, janky as Mario Sunshine can be, it's still a beautiful game that sticks with you. And it was fun playing that. The gorgeous levels in Mario Galaxy, they've been a lot of fun as well, and the Zelda series. Interestingly, I started with Wind Waker. I didn't play Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. At least, not until a lot later. I did happen to get the edition of Wind Waker that came with an Ocarina of Time and Master Quest bonus disc. So that was really nice, but I cherish Wind Waker for the sense of adventure it has, just being able to wander off and explore. And for the beautiful portrayal, the much more nuanced and contemplative version of Ganondorf. We're coming up to a pretty tricky gold card, by the way. Take out that barrel at the bottom, stand on the very edge, throw a remote bomb, catch the gold card. It can be tough. So I'm trying to carefully take out that bottom one. We'll see me miss, then we'll see me succeed. So that's where it is, and this is how you get it. But yes, Wind Waker has a lot of great memories. It stands out as something special. I have a lot of love for A Link Between Worlds too, and I greatly enjoy A Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. All the beautiful memories of Link's Awakening came flowing back and were even enhanced with the remake on the Switch. So it can be old or new that create great memories. There is absolute joy in playing a game for the first time. I loved searching for everything in Yoshi's Woolly World, trying to find all those things. Same deal with Crafted World. Now this next gold card is a bit easier, just in the top left, in that box. I've had so many wonderful memories with Mario games, Zelda games, and I remember also Fire Emblem. Awakening has great memories because it was sort of, in a sense, an emotional crutch that helped me through a difficult time after my grandfather died just a few days after its release. I have a lot of fondness for that game. Despite its flaws, and there are some, I love Radiant Dawn because it was the first Fire Emblem game I played. I swear by the Grail Mercenaries, basically, and while you may pick on me for this, I do still play Heroes, and one of my favourite units in the entire game, well, two of them, is both my Titanias. So I've seen where the gold cards are, but you can come back into a different part of this area to get a custom part. I'll show you where the power bomb power-up is as well. And going back to what I was saying, there are lots and lots of games, even more than those. I've probably forgotten more until I pick up the game and start playing them. But I have a lot of great memories with a lot of games, especially my first Pokemon games, Gold and Silver. I could gush about them for ages. They were something special. Such an improvement on the original games. And I mean, let's face it, good as they were, the originals were kind of janky. Gold and Silver refined so much, and I was so happy when Heart Gold and Soul Silver were announced. Also, stupid death coming up. Remember, rotate the camera. Before you die, mind you. Anyway, we've got the power bombs, so we're going to go and grab that custom part. It's in a room with spin spikes. But yes, I have a lot of fond memories of Heart Gold and Soul Silver, even more than the original games. Because I love the originals, but they are kind of outdated, let's be honest. But that's understandable because technology moves on. Heart Gold and Soul Silver were pretty much the pinnacle for me of the 4th generation. But I'm going to be fair and say that they are everything they are because Platinum helped. Diamond and Pearl were great technically, but they had a lot of problems gameplay-wise. Platinum fixed so much and paved the way for Heart Gold and Soul Silver to be absolutely magnificent. It's kind of why I have been a bit iffy about the prospect of a Sinnoh remake, because you'd essentially be remaking Platinum. And you couldn't do the usual one game for the price of 2. So there's our custom part and gold card. Last bit is right towards the end, underneath our finishing area. But yeah, with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so much left me utterly over the moon. To me, it will always be the perfect Pokemon game, and I'll admit, part of that might have something to do with the fact that I could get Sabrina's phone number in the game. And Jasmine's for that matter. In fact, just getting all the gym leaders' phone numbers was fantastic, because the reason that game has so many great memories, it really felt like there was a community coming together around Pokemon. And I nearly had a cart land on my head, but there's our custom part. Let's get going on a quick death montage. This is a good opportunity to target them. Assuming he doesn't just punch them back at you like that. Yeah, that one didn't go particularly well. Not as many disasters this time around. Things went a bit smoother, but I still fall off a lot. I miss a few throws. I'm a terrible shot, in all honesty. Could have dropped off here, but no. Hades has a lot of health. We have to destroy those hands. And all I'm seeming to do is miss them and hit myself. Really, as I've mentioned, like with multiplayer, sometimes the stupid things I do wind up creating those extra memories along the way. It's part of the reason behind the shenanigans we have for Bomberman. Now, as I said, I've forgotten more than I'll ever remember sometimes with this game, but it's nice to know there have been so many great memories. This game has given me so much. All these games I've mentioned and more have given me so much, and I hope you get a lot out of all those wonderful games you've played, that you can share those fantastic memories. Anyway, we're going to get whacked with a pick as our last demise, and that winds everything up for Red Mountain. Thank you very much for joining me. Until next time, this is Red 2 returning to base.